Welcome, welcome. We're here today with Bree Noall, and we're going to be talking about the class that she's going to be teaching at the upcoming Continuing Education Foot Zone Conference. It's coming up here pretty fast, and she's going to be teaching a pretty cool class for us. Let me tell you a little bit about Bree. Bree has been foot zoning for over 15 years. She actually teaches for We Do Feet, which is an organization by Brad Noall, and I really like him. He's a great guy. He's been teaching foot zone for quite a while. She has a bachelor's degree in health education and a minor in physiology. Bree is certified in neurolinguistics, and that's going to really play into the class that she's going to be teaching, which is energy maneuvers and vibrations. Bree, tell us a little bit about this class.
Thank you so much for having me on here for this. The thing that I love about understanding what vibration is it can be applicable to any situation. So I use vibrations and learning all that when I work on people for neurolinguistics and helping them with some of the brain stuff. But I use it every single day on my foot zones because a foot zone is all about vibrations,
Yes.
a lot of people wonder, they'll be like, well, why do certain emotions store in the liver or in the kidneys or in that? And it's because common vibrations attract like vibrations, like
Yep.
attracts like, right? And so this is what this class is going to be about, is teaching you how to be more sensitive to those vibrations so that you can pick up on it. And so you'll be able to differentiate between, it's not just anger, but maybe it's resentment, right? Those vibrations are similar, but slightly off. And so if you can learn to pick up on that stuff, your zone is just going to be so much more detailed and educational for your client, right? So that's going to be what the class is. And we were talking, Valerie, before about who could attend, right?
Yeah, I was
And
going to say this because it's like the neurolinguistics background and the
yeah,
vibrations and the way they play in with emotions. You wouldn't necessarily need to be a foot zonist to get a lot out of this class,
yeah.
and it might help you decide if you're on the edge. Do I want to learn to become a foot zonist? It might give you quite a bit of, yeah, I want to do that, and I also want to get really good at this.
Exactly. And my speciality is definitely more mind. Like, I love the psychology of it. It's my background, it's my education, it's my passion. And it's because I've done a lot of my own personal mental health healing and everything. So
Ah,
that's where I tend to gravitate towards. But we're going to go full spectrum here on that. And so whatever your passion is, it's going to be able to fit really well for you and wherever you're at on your journey as well. Learning, practiced, well done with all your foot zoning stuff, like you're solid with it or wanting to learn it, it's going to be very applicable, I think.
I'm not a foot zonist, and I've studied the zone. I've learned to zone. I just don't zone because I don't like feet. I have a little issue there with feet, but it seems to me like people come to a foot zonist typically for physical reasons. They come because they're having a sluggish liver or their kidneys are giving them problems. But when they find a zonist that can help them not only release the physical side of it, but also tie in those emotions, that's where the real magic happens. And those are the foot zonists that they stay with.
It is. And, I think the reason why people tend to gravitate towards like pain relief or things like that is because it's apparent, right? They're like,
Human nature.
oh, my back feels better, type of a thing, versus when it's more of a mental, physical, or excuse me, mental, emotional, or spiritual, that's going to be internal and they're going to have to work those feelings, right?
Yeah.
And that's why fine tuning your skills with vibrations can really help them to transition into that movement as well, so like if we can open the meridians and help things to flow and then bring to their awareness what they're feeling and being like, this is what's showing up, then they can see the results all across the spectrum, not just physically, and so it really helps them on so many levels.
Well, I think this is gonna be an amazing class, and I appreciate you taking the time to
Of
come
course.
visit with me tonight and let people know a little bit about your class. So,
I'm
we'll see you
excited.
in 2 weeks.
I am so excited. It's going to be wonderful. You guys have put so much time and effort into this. So thank you so, so much. I look forward to it. It's going to be amazing.
It will. Okay, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Bye. And we're